The Foxborough Conservation Commission meeting of February 2nd at the Gala Meeting Room. This meeting is being broadcast live and recorded by Foxboro Cable Access. With that, I'll open the meeting. Do we have any public comments at this time? If not, do we have some minutes to review, Rebecca?
Sure. I reviewed the minutes from January 12th. We discussed 440 South Street and 138 Washington Street. I thought that the minutes were accurate and complete. I didn't have any comments or changes. Anybody else?
No. Nope.
Then I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from January 12th, 2026.
Do I hear a second?
Make that second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Got a couple minutes. Which one you want to hit first, Craig?
Yeah, we are still one member short for the commission after Rich retired. A post was just made to Facebook and other social media accounts advertising that we are looking for another member. But if you know somebody, let them know to reach out, and we'd like to have a couple candidates to review. And with that, Rich was the liaison to the Board of Recreation, so we will need a new liaison. They have quorum right now and aren't in too much of a rush to immediately replace him, but it is something that needs to be done.
Okay. I think Tanya had expressed a willingness to be that. I will talk to her some more.
Great.
And hopefully she'll be back shortly from her situation. So, all right. Can we get
I think so.
Green Street in real quick, like?
I believe somebody from representing Green Street was going to join us. Here he is.
Okay.
Good evening, Chris Gilbert from Farland Co-op Engineering, representing the applicants and their
Can you
property
get a
at
little bit
67
closer to your mic, please?
Sure. Chris Gilbert from Farland Co-op Engineering, representing the applicant. Is it okay if I share my screen?
Sure.
Just a quick recap. 67 Green Street, it's an industrial property, and the order of conditions was issued. They were looking to renovate the interior of the building at Green Street, 67 Green Street. They wanted additional parking. This is the approved layout. You can see we had 18 parking spaces here along the front, and then 10 over here in a lawn area that we were proposing. We went to planning and discovered that due to residential parking across the street, this setback goes from 50 feet to 100 feet. So these 18 spaces were no longer going to work. So we revised the parking plan, removing the 18 spaces here, and basically maximized the number of parking spaces we could fit in this area. There was previously 10, now there's 18. But as you can see, this puts some additional parking within the 100-foot buffer to the wetland area here. It is an additional 1,332 square feet of pavement.
Did we lose you?
Yep, hold on.
Okay.
Refresh my memory, is that area is already basically just grassy area? It's not trees or?
Yes, it's all an existing lawn area. Having trouble. There it is. Okay, here we go. So I'll show you existing conditions. This is, yes, just a lawn area. It's lawn here, and there's 4 trees. So that's the existing conditions of that area. And then we're proposing 18 spaces in that area. And then all of that, this is the drainage and grading plan. This all will drain to this catch basin here. It's currently just a standard catch basin, and we're proposing a water quality unit catch basin that'll provide additional treatment before it enters the on-site drainage system and runs to the back here where they have an existing infiltration detention pond. We propose to increase that to handle the additional runoff from the pavement. That increase that we're showing here is the same increase we initially proposed, and is actually about 794 square feet less pavement running off to that. So it'll be a little bit oversized, but we kept it to the same size it was for the approval. So all of the new pavement will run to that catch basin and be treated. So there'll be no additional runoff towards the wetlands, even though we're providing additional parking within the 100-foot buffer. And that pretty much sums up the changes. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
I will note it was, we went through planning and it was approved, conditionally approved with conservation approval through planning.
Okay. Craig, I know you talked to him.
I asked you via email, but just to clarify, any rainwater on that proposed surface, where will that drain to?
So all of it, everything, this new area here will all drain to this catch basin. Even this area here, you can see the rim elevation, 199.25 here, and this has got rim at 198.5. So this is higher here. So we'll have a little bit of a paved berm here that'll keep all the flow that's going down this roadway here, or driveway here. We'll continue that way, and anything from the new parking surface will go to this water quality catch basin.
Thanks.
Any other questions from the board?
No.
So you need to make a determination if it's a minor or a major modification. If it's a
Okay.
minor, Craig can take care of it through some kind of a letter. If it's major, we have to reopen the
Okay.
order.
So we close the,
Well, it's not a hearing, but you
Yeah.
just need to make a determination
Yeah,
if it's
okay.
minor or major. Have a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to make a determination that this is a minor modification to the plan that was approved. This is Mass DEP file number 157-667 for the changes that are proposed.
do I hear a second?
Second?
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
Now you can make a motion if you approve said minor changes.
I'll make a motion that those minor modifications that we just voted to approve, voted, are minor modifications, are approved.
Second?
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right. That
Thank
take
you.
care of all the legal technicalities? Very good. Thank you. It's 7:05 PM, 440 South Street, Assessors Map 169, Parcel 8 and 9. Mr. Buckley.
Mr. Chairman, good evening. For the record, my name is Bill Buckley. I'm representing Mr. and Mrs. Peterson. And as I understand, I wasn't at the last meeting, Cam covered it, but my understanding is there was no comments to address, but we were waiting for an order of, the DEP to issue an order of condition, the DEP to issue a DEP number for it, so you could issue an order of conditions. And I think subsequent to that, Craig and I walked the site, and I know that we talked about it today, and brought up some issues, and I said I have no problem with all of it.
And that was to remove any debris within the 100-foot buffer and limit of work.
Okay.
And for that to be removed from site, so.
Yeah, I think I saw the emails going back and forth on
Yep.
that, so. Anybody else have any questions or comments?
You're going to remove the dock, right?
The dock, the car,
Yeah, how much solid waste?
there's a lot of stuff back there.
Yeah.
You look at the old pictures, we were looking at some of the old, the Google pictures. They've been there a long time. That stuff's been there, so yeah, all that will be removed.
Anything else?
No.
So if everyone make a motion to close the hearing then?
Make a motion to close the hearing on 440 South Street, DP number 157669.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Have you got the orders? All set?
Thank you very much.
Somebody want to make a motion to issue an order of conditions?
Sure. Make a motion to issue an order of conditions for 440 South Street, DP number 157669.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? All right.
138 Washington Street has asked for a continuance so they can finish up with peer review with planning board and come back with clean review letter for the next meeting.
Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion to continue 138 Washington Street, 157668?
Make a motion to continue DEP 157668, 138 Washington Street
So February 23rd.
to February 23rd.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Now we have, unless you have anything else, community garden?
Yes, so I've been speaking with Miss Rita and Kay about bringing a community garden to town and onto conservation land. I believe that 11 Willow Street, our newly accepted property, I think it was in September, would make a great site for this because it has water. It was a previously farmed plot, and it has plenty of sunlight, and it is still cleared. So I think all that together makes it a pretty good spot. But I have invited them here today to, or they've requested to join today to speak a little bit about it if there's any questions or concerns.
Would you like to come up and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Kay Anberg, 12 Maple Ave.
Rita Greeley, 69 Carpenter Street.
And we just wanted to state that we're in support and hope that Foxborough can return to having a community garden. Feel it, especially during this time when there's such a need of food and people having food insecurity. That's one partial. But of course, it's also just allows all people to have access to better quality food at a lot better price. We couldn't go check out the site. I looked online at it. There's something about so much snow. Of course, another challenge with this I'm not sure about parking area. We just really hope that now that your conservation, this has been deemed conservation land, that it might be a good spot for the town.
This is, we walked it right back.
Oh, yeah, we walked it a
like
number.
2 years ago,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
And it had sort
When
of
it had
like
a barn on
Right.
it, yeah. But
And there was sort of like a horseshoe.
yes, there's a
driveway
horseshoe
over there.
driveway there, but I think that could be expanded very easily.
Yeah, I think
you
you could easily make parking
Yeah.
spaces at the front.
Yeah, and so it's wonderful that there's a lot of space and like sunlight and of course, that there's a available water hookup. I know that this type of community garden will do DPW, a lot of combined efforts.
Yes.
But it's a wonderful resource for the town and spot to have them start it again. It's been a long time since they took the ones off of Baker Street.
Well, I think also it creates a great sense of community among people. You get to know your neighbors more. You get to know people that may not be your neighbor, but
Because they're all sections of town, hopefully will come there to
exactly
visit.
Yes, and even if there, the land was mainly going to be like a trail, having a community garden where people can be seeing what's going on nearby is such a great inspiration for people to look into it for themselves, and would they be interested? Being on Willow Street is somewhat away from the center of the town, which is in many ways nice to have privacy, but it's also nice to have people being able to be available, to see it and talk and enjoy. There could be picnic tables, people could just have some nice times with eating what they're producing there,
Now, do you have any idea what size plots you were planning, or?
So we're really not planning to the garden, actually. So there's so many other towns that have had very successful community gardens. I know it would be, that once the garden spot is, determined, then I think then we could put a community ask to see who's involved in wanting to be a gardener. In most places, the gardeners will come and the passion is there, and then I'm sure that it would have to have a strong town presence to make sure that it's maintained in the appropriate way, because sometimes they can get a little trashy. You have to be very careful and thought out. I was also thrilled that this is I thought it might be too far away, right? So I was looking from the center of town. It's like 5 minutes. It's really not far away. It's just a little, down so it's well within people's, accessibility for people. I think it's just if the town allots the land and has a plan, that's the step that we really need to have. And then for determination between resources of funds and time and personnel to determine what's the best type of a garden to put in.
My concern or thought, if it were, I'm part of a neighborhood garden, and we used raised beds, and that way we didn't have to have the soil tested. We put in and created our own soil. I prefer organic myself, but people, do their own thing. So we all got raised beds, they all look alike. That's not something that has to be done, but, these are pretty good size beds. They're 3 feet tall by, I believe, like 9 by 12. I'd have to go back and remeasure my bed. And you can fit a lot of veggies in that, It'd be nice if there was something available to plant flowers in the area. So, there's a lot to think about. But the soil and raised beds versus putting right in the ground, that's something that I think it has to be determined right in the beginning.
We're just sort of bringing this forward just to see if there's any issues that are people have, and not seeking a definitive
Right, approval.
answer yet, but
Yeah, I will say that the
progress
town,
this site.
the information I've received from, and Rita and I have collected, is the two other possibilities that have been thought about through the town hall group has been one right behind the emergency safety building, but that I think is going to be affected by the proposal of selling the auditorium.
Yes.
And then the other, and I don't think that actually would be big enough or in the right spot anyway, from what I saw. And then the other one was that somebody had made a proposal to try to work with Mr. Kraft about the place on, I think it's on North Street where the big yellow house was that was
Yes.
under contention. But that is full of, it's already overgrown with saplings, and plus you'd have to, it's owned by another entity at this time, so I thought that that's also a challenge.
It's
So,
also full of invasives. You'd be
Yeah,
having
see-
a tough time.
Yes.
so, yeah, I haven't
Very overgrown.
been, so, I mean, that's the wonderful thing, if this has been cleared and it's been a farm.
Yeah.
And it feels like having a garden there is like an improvement on what it currently is.
Right, I mean, like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been able to see it.
I
It's like,
know. I was all
I
set.
mean, it just looks kind of neglected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it has been.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
well, that's
So-
why it was given
Right.
away,
But
anyway.
I think what's growing there now, the soil probably is very good there.
I believe it was a
Oh,
horse farm, right?
true,
The horse
okay.
land,
Yeah.
so,
Having
Yes,
been a
yeah.
farm, you're,
Yeah.
okay, I agree, yep.
So it's probably some natural fertilizer there. On the,
Is that floor of the barn dirt or was it wood?
I believe there's a concrete foundation.
deal.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, they probably didn't remove that, so.
no, no.
well,
Could be a good
I
spot
go
to put up
around.
a pavilion or, I don't know,
right?
benches or
There's
whatnot.
things
yeah.
that, right, you
Tables
never
there or
know
something.
what's
Yeah.
going to be needed,
Yeah.
right?
Have a canning party in the fall.
So,
Anyway, so that's, we just wanted to put it forth to you and say that, at least the small bit of the community is excited about it. Thank you.
We
Well-
get somebody that can advise them as a mentor. Our last farmer and his daughter,
oh, Ed Lawton?
Ed Lawton.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because he was kind of involved with the community garden they wanted to put on Mechanic Street. That unfortunately never, they
materialized.
started, but it didn't go ahead.
Oh, was that long plot across from the
veterinarian.
the vet? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
And Sharon's got one of the oldest
they do have a huge,
community garden, and I think they have a committee that works, volunteers.
right,
And I think they used to have someone that actually oversaw managing it, sort of, working with the town and making, the utilities what needed and who gets what.
right. I mean, there's some other, I'm sure Brookline has.
Easton has one too, I feel.
I'm not sure.
not
I haven't
anymore.
looked into it. They have a lot of farms.
They do. I think they have a community plot as well.
Yeah, there's like models that, we need to move forward. But it's like crazy. It's like, I'm not intending on utilizing this for myself either. It's just that, it's just such a wonderful thing for a town to have. And for, to offer people the opportunity to grow them on their own.
Now, one problem you will have here,
Yes,
because you're right next to the woods and the wetlands and everything, and from across the street, they're just going to love lunch over there.
Yes, I wrote fencing with a question mark down.
there you go, fencing.
Well,
Yeah, have you seen what Wards has done now that they're taking over the Mass Audubon's property?
Yeah.
They're huge.
You need to, because they can
I know.
jump 7 to 8 feet.
You have to have an 8-foot fence at
Yeah.
least,
right.
right? Well, that's
Yeah.
that's,
And I've seen ones where like the individuals fence their own plot, like we don't necessarily,
Right, I
as a
mean,
town,
that's
have
your-
to fence it.
the people
Right.
I know who have large, who have family gardens, many of them just do a whole back section for the wildlife, and then the wildlife ignore the ones that they want. Fingers
Well,
crossed.
fingers crossed, yeah.
Fingers crossed, right.
Yeah, on Baker Street, they had, people set up their own individual fencing. It was all type of fencing.
Yeah, right,
Right.
right.
You know, it didn't stop the woodchucks.
No, it didn't
Nothing
stop the
stops the
woodchucks.
woodchucks.
They can climb fences. So,
I was able to, well, my area looked a lot like Fort Knox, but because of the woodchucks. And, you know, once they had declared themselves, we all did something at our own and shared the materials, you know, but, and we did, there was somebody that, well, he was keeping an eye on the woodchucks in the evening, but we never harmed a woodchuck, but yeah, they didn't create as much havoc as we thought that they were going to because of the way we did our fencing.
Anyway, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it forward. And
Right.
do we have anything else?
No, that's not everything I have.
Anybody else? Nope. Do I hear a motion?
Sure, make a motion to close the meeting.
Second?
Discussion? All in favor?
Hey,
Opposed? No. Thank you very much.
Where Baker? Who's the old?
almost in the regular. I thought we were going to be out of here.
almost
We're
3/4 of the way
still
up Baker
live.
on the left-hand side when you go towards Chestnut.
Okay.
And there used to be a plot in there between two